At the break of dawn in Maralal, Samburu County, northwestern Kenya, camels are being loaded with medical equipment in preparation for the day's mission. Geographical limitations have long hindered efforts by the Kenyan government to provide health services to people in remote areas. To mitigate this, a non-governmental organization has stepped in, helping to move medical services to remote areas using camels. Miriam Chege is a nurse at the organization.
We are able to provide curative services. We are able to provide family planning services. Yeah, so generally we are able to provide quite a lot of services.
Samburu is hard to reach and inhabited by nomadic herders who are constantly on the move in search of water and pasture for their livestock.
The facilities, they are away from where they live. It's almost, if I may say, it's around 20 to 30 kilometers from where they live. So actually to access medical care or medical services, it's a problem for these guys. And that's why you see that the rate of the prevalence of STI, that is STDs, it's high. That's why they opt to use the traditional method of treatment, that is herbs.
Most of their beneficiaries are unable to pay for health care. We had no idea what disease was afflicting us, but now we have a better understanding. The mobile clinic on hooves began 21 years ago and consists of 10 camels, a team of health workers and camel handlers who begin their daily tasks at dawn. At this elementary school in Lubumbashi in Congo's southeast, one teacher continues to diligently instruct the country's children, even though he should be home enjoying his retirement. Bayad Kumwemba Duba is 84 and his back can hardly support him. According to the law, he should have quit the civil service at 65, but the fear of going home without a retirement package scared him.
La vie des enseignants.
Teachers should be treated better. We're almost abandoned. We feel abandoned. At a school next to Duba's, the principal is 78, 13 years past retirement age. François Yumba hopes an honorable send-off will come before it is too late. I've been waiting for 30 years for my retirement. For someone to give me even the $25,000 I'm waiting for to leave. In the capital, Kinshasa, Yantula Pierre Elengesa is a district administrator. Congo's Civil Service Ministry estimates there are 14,000 government workers aged 90 and over 200 centenarians. After 35 years of service, you must be retired. But you see that I'm 80 years old. There are people who are 100 years old who continue to work. It is impossible. Authorities must simply apply the law. That's all. The key document is the law. At a certain age, you must retire, and that's it. Last September, Civil Service Minister Jean-Pierre Lehau estimated that 350,000 employees were eligible for retirement. A plane carrying hundreds of Nigerian citizens repatriated from Senegal landed in Niamey on Friday night. The returnees included women, the elderly, disabled, and many children. A report broadcast on Senegalese TV had said many Nigerians were surviving in Dakar as beggars. Officials in Niger blamed human trafficking rings, whom they accused of tricking desperate families to leave the country after promising them jobs. Through this phenomenon, the image of our country is being dragged through the mud. Which is why the government wants to tackle this phenomenon head-on. It is not poverty that is at the root of this phenomenon, as people would have us believe, but rather organized mafia networks that traffic these human beings. Another repatriation flight was due to leave Dhaka on Saturday night. Some of the returnees said they were happy to be back. Ideally, we should stop begging in the streets and pray to Allah to help us feed our parents and families. Begging is not a good thing, and no one will beg if they can afford to live in better conditions. Many Nigerian nationals migrate to neighboring countries to seek safety from poverty, climate change-induced food crisis, and militant violence in the west of the country. Zimbabweans cast ballots on Saturday in parliamentary and local council by-elections, seen as a measure of what is to come in next year's general elections. The polls have generated so much interest that President Emmerson Mnangagwa has led various campaign rallies to shore up support for ruling ZANU-PF candidates. Campaigning was often violent. At least one person was killed at an opposition party rally. I came to vote because we want change. Things are hard in this country. There is no money and jobs, and our children are not going to school. We want a better life, jobs for our children, because now they spend their time drinking heavily and doing drugs, and this kind of behavior must not be allowed in Zimbabwe. Opposition leader Nelson Chamisa, who is seen as the most formidable challenger to Mnangagwa, formed a new party, the Citizens Coalition for Change, 3 months before the elections.
And we want to make sure that we correct the national mistake of the recalling of citizen representatives in parliament, in council, which was done illegally, criminally by ZANU-PF and their sidekicks.
Voters are filling 28 parliamentary seats which fell vacant after some 20 opposition lawmakers were recalled. Others became available after incumbents passed away.